my foot, rather than start worrying about getting that foot out, right? Start trying to pull that out or adjusting my position. My problem isn't that he has my foot. My problem is that this shoulder's not on the mat, right? So figure out how to get it back down. Probably the best thing to do is shoulder pressure. Now the shoulder's down. Now I don't care that his foot's there, because I'm going to adjust, get myself to here. Then if I really want my foot back, I'll work it out. Right? Does that make sense to everybody? So remember, the fundamental deal is to keep the shoulders pinned, keep the shoulders flat on the mat. Okay. So if we're going back to our initial setup for some of this stuff, so I'm in the mount, I've got shoulder pressure, I've got my arm around his head. Now I'm going to do simple submission from here. So we're work the Ezekiel. So remember, even if I'm here, don't have your head in line, because now I'm easy to roll that way, right? I want to be offline. So I want my shoulder in line with his head, and I want my post out to the side. Okay, so this is how I'm going to keep his shoulders flat now. So, real simple. I've got my hand across. I'm going to take the hand under his head. I'm going to grab my own sleeve with it. All right. Make sure as you're doing this, you're not coming back over to here, because as soon as Adam feels me roll back this way, he's going that way, and now I'm on my back. Right. So as I do that, I'm going to keep my weight over here, and I'm going to work it down in here. Right. So now I'm still kind of off to the side, and I can make adjustments if I need to. The other thing is don't let off shoulder pressure. Try to keep as much shoulder pressure as possible. So try to work kind of offline on the side rather than under his head when you're doing this. Okay, so part of that is having good position to start with, right? So it's being all the way over here, working from this side, okay? So, grabbing my own wrist, all right? Now from here, I'm gonna work this under his chin to like this, right? Now here's the thing I want you to do. If you try to finish this from here, you may be successful, all right? But you're really just pushing on his windpipe. It's really painful, and really painful for him, and he may tap, he may not tap. The other problem is that I've kind of violated my rule, and I'm right over the top of him, and I'm going to end up in the guard trying to fix this, trying to finish this, and it's not going to work from here, right? I'll have to go to something else. So I want to keep everything stable. I want to keep everything together in terms of controlling him in this position. So the slight modification that we're going to make from the way people typically do this is I'm going to set up to here, get everything tight, bring it in, and then once I'm here, I'm going to take my position and I'm going to shift over to the side just a little bit. All right, so now I'm on this side. I'm still hooking his hip with this leg, but I'm off to the side. So now look at this. Now it's an actual choke rather than just pushing down on his windpipe and potentially getting rolled off. Okay, everybody understand that? Okay, so watch the setup again. If you guys need to move so you can see, come on over. So this is my mount position, right? I'm smothering, I'm heavy, I'm working. The context here is that he's trying to escape low, right? So maybe he's even got his hooks, his frames in. Maybe he's even got his frames in and he's starting to try to get to the side. So in other words, he's not defending his neck. So this is a way I can attack his neck, right? So I'm here, working this in. Now I'm gonna slide over and then I work the choke from here. Right? So I take my angles from here to here. So now I'm on the side of his carotid, not on his windpipe. Make sense? All right, let's all try that. 1, 2, 3. Don't let his head start moving around. So everybody, again, we're here. I've got his head turned that way, right? And if I'm doing this for real, like I'm driving my shoulder into his head, right? So I want his head turned that way, and I don't want his head to turn back the other way. So the way you guys are doing this, some of you are doing this, you're kind of getting in here, and then as you're working this, you're letting his head come back. And I haven't really changed anything. I'm still just smashing his windpipe here, right? And aside from that, if his head can turn, his shoulders can turn. And if his shoulders can turn, he can, there we go. Thanks for the demo stuff. But you guys see the problem there. So if I can keep his head turning this, if I can keep his head this way, let me just set up my grip here. If I have his head facing over there, and now I'm offline, he can try to bridge all he wants. His head is in the wrong direction, right? He's not going to be able to really bridge effectively going in this direction. And really he can't bridge effectively going that way. So it's really important that his head starts in one place and it stays in one place. So all I'm doing is adjusting my position of my arm. I'm not bringing him with me. Okay, so watch it one more time. So I'm in here. Everybody note the position of Stubbs' eyes, right? He's looking that way. I set up my Ezekiel, bring it in. And then now, before I go, I make sure that I'm keeping his head posted, and then I'm using my hand to keep it facing in that direction. Everybody see how he's still looking in that direction? Now, scoot it down and finish. Okay? All right, so he shouldn't really feel my forearm like mashing across his windpipe. He should feel my head is locked in place, and then everything slides over. All right, nice and easy. Okay, one more time. Facing here. All right, over here, getting my grip, adjusting my grip, getting it worked in. Once I'm here, come over, and then finish. All right. Got it? All right, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Go. Get over your head here. So when I get to here, don't just take this little halfway grip with your fingertips. Like, get your fingers in there and grab a bunch of material. So when I do this, it's not like, this is what you guys are doing. You're doing this, and then as you try to finish this, your wrist is bending. You're just unlocking everything. So when I do this, I'm reaching in. I'm like getting a bunch of material. So get in there and grab as much as you can. Now everything's gonna get much tighter. Okay. And when I finish, it's knife hand. It's the blade of my forearm to the blade of my forearm. So don't let your hand start turning around. It's just this. Right. That's how I'm chopping away with both arms. All right. So in other words, my palms are parallel to each other. They're both facing me. They're both facing me, and I'm pushing away. Okay. So here, see how nice I am to the women? I just like get around their hair, and dudes with mullets too. So yeah. So I'm here, right? Reach in, set the grip. Now I've got a bunch of material here. Bring this in. So I'm bringing it in close, sliding it over. And then here's the next thing that you guys are that people are messing up. You're trying to move yourself, but look at my arms. You're not moving your arms. So this is what's happening. You're going like this, and you're kind of leaving everything here, and then you're trying to finish here. Now I could probably finish this, but look how long it takes, right? So as I come over, I'm sliding. See what I did? So I'm bringing. See how my sleeve is now under her chin? So I started here, and then I go here. So slide it over, and then now it's right there. Okay, so that's how you finish tightening it up. So as I come across, exactly. So as I come across, I'm looking for her chin to go from here to here. Right? So it's like bring this all over and then finish. Okay, one more time. So I'm here. Lots of grip or lots of sleeve. Reach in. Now here's the transition. Watch the hands. Don't worry about my body. Watch the hands. That. Okay. And then it's right there. Exactly. Exactly. So again, she shouldn't feel her windpipe going like this. It should be like, turn your head. It should be like this, and then a slide across. It's a slide across. All right, cool. All right, fix that up. 1, 2, 3.